Hi guys, my name is Emma. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a testing new-ish makeup on my face. I have the new Makeup by Mario foundation, the Aurora Struck palette from ColourPop, the Rare Beauty highlighters, and a couple of other goodies for ya. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, I still have sweatpants on because it's cold. I am going out later for my friend's birthday, and I do need to kind of do this quickly, not to be that girl, but we're on just a baby touch of a time crunch, just a baby one, but not too intense. So let's go ahead and get into it before it starts to become a time crunch. I think I need a new one of these this headband because this one's gotten really loose over the times because I've had it for a very long time and it's gotten very loose. So for primer, I don't have a new primer to test. I'm just gonna use my favorite primer, which is the Water Cloud primer from Cover FX. Very dirty. But since I'm testing a new foundation, I want to use a primer that I know works with most of. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Apparently I need to buy a new one. It's running out, but since I'm using a foundation that I'm not familiar with, I want to use a primer that I know works with most of my foundations. So that way I can really get a true idea of how this foundation is going to work. And I have, like, if it doesn't work with this primer, like, I have other primers to try it with, but this is the one that, you know, is my tried and true. We all have that favorite foundation, trying to find that primer or vice versa or whatever, and we're like, no, this needs to work with my favorite, you know? So, but we'll see how this goes. If I need to pair with another one, so be it. So here is the Makeup by Mario foundation. It is the Surreal Skin Foundation. I have the shade 2N. And I believe this has mica in it from what I understand with like the, ooh, okay, I did not want that to happen. Must open the whole thing. That would be annoying. But I understand it's like a medium coverage. It's supposed to be very skin-like. Let's see, let's find the exact claims. Here we go. It's a natural finish. Supposed to be long wearing, hydrating with a medium coverage. It is a breathable, luminous foundation that effortlessly, you can look at it, effortlessly builds and blends to illuminate the complexion with customizable long wearing coverage. Okay, we'll see. This isn't great for oily skin, but if you don't know, my skin type is normal, leaning a little bit oily, and definitely acne prone. Oh, shoot. It's very liquidy. That's an okay shade match, but we'll find out more. I'm going to use a brush just because that is what I personally like to use to apply my foundations. And I got it under my clear nail. Phenomenal. Where my tissues, don't get your hair in it, Emma. Well, we're just gonna have to move forward because we have plans. And I'm gonna be using my BH Cosmetics number 2 flat kabuki brush to blend it in. So here we go. And we're blending. I would definitely agree with the medium coverage. That is a pretty good shade match though. Looks like we're pretty blended. Actually, I do think that is a pretty good shade match. Emma, you are pale, just accept it. I like the finish on my skin. I think it's good. I think it's playing with the primer really well. I'm not seeing, sorry, I just have to get up close. I'm not seeing a ton of places where it's sticking. It went on pretty effortlessly. My nose has a lot of texture that it's not picking up on a ton, a little bit, but you can definitely see some of my blemishes. Maybe it's too bright, but you can see those blemishes there. I might add another layer just to see quite how buildable it is. Really testing it out here because I know everyone was really excited for this foundation. And I've heard some mixed reviews. Hopefully it stays on because like I said, I am wearing it out. Okay, yeah, it's definitely buildable. I know there's the trick where you wait for it to sit and then you blend out. Over like pimples, you let whatever you put on sit and dry, and then when you go to blend it out, do it very minimally. But I don't have the time. So we're just gonna do what I normally do. I do think it's buildable. I would have to agree with that claim. But I don't think you're gonna get like extremely full coverage. Like we're not going like Tarte Amazonian Clay or that one. I think it was Dermablend, that foundation, or Charlotte Tilbury I think has a little bit more coverage. I'll put the name of that foundation right here. I don't remember what it is right now. I do think it's a medium coverage. I would liken it a little bit more to the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation that came out a couple years ago. But it is nice. Like I do really like how it's making my skin look, and the shade match is pretty spot on. So far so good there. And I don't have a new concealer to test. I just wanted to use one that I like, which is the KVD. I believe this is the, yeah, lightweight full coverage concealer, the Good Apple one in Light 105. The applicator looks like, oh, can you imagine if I just spilled concealer everywhere? Good lord. Just gonna do what I normally do. Is this darker than the foundation? No. I always do that. Okay. And I'm using the Juno & Co. microfiber, the purple sponge. I don't remember what it's called. But I actually do really like these sponges. Oh, well, that looks really nice. I like how that's blending out. Oh my god. Just kidding, it doesn't want to blend. Go quick, oh god. Okay, no, we're going. That is a bit of a matte concealer, which is why I wanted to use it with this foundation, since I heard it was pretty watery and pretty glowy. Okay, no, it blended. Lord have mercy, it scared me. Blend under the eye. Blending well over it. For a second, you know, like I said, this is a matte concealer, and for a second I thought it wasn't blending, but it did. It's really inspecting. I think that looks nice. She's bright. She's ready to go. So for loose powder, I'm going to be trying the Refi Skin Finish Water-Based Powder in 01. And the claims for this bad boy, it has a natural finish, it's good for pores, and it is a water-based loose setting powder that leaves your skin looking like skin. It helps to reduce the look of pores, fix makeup, and remove unwanted shine, which sounds like a fun time to me. Put that down right there. And it's kind of like a, I don't want to spill it, but it's like one of those like netted sifters. I am going to use my puff I got from Amazon. I hopped on the trend. I am a bandwagon follower, and I'm going to pack that on like so to use. I'm going to use the viewfinder, I'm sorry. Blend out, increases. Feels wet. My eye feels wet. Huh? I'm really confused. This feels wet. Okay. Very interested to see how this wears, because that makes me very nervous. I actually really like doing this, by the way. So far, using a powder puff really works for me. And setting my under eye, making it look smooth, because as you can see, I do just have this natural crease that like, can you see that? Yeah, this natural crease that just like sits there. Just really annoying, but that's okay. But yeah, you can see a little bit of a difference. It's definitely mattified. What's that? James. Okay, I'm a little nervous, but you know, we're trucking, we're gonna keep trying, we're gonna keep going. Oh my god, why is it wet? I'm nervous. I'm using a corner of this sponge puff to kind of just blend. I don't know if you can see on camera, but my eyes look pretty powdery. I don't know, friends. That's okay, we're just gonna keep going. I don't really want to set the rest of my face with that, because that freaks me out. I don't know. Well, in any case, we are gonna move on. All will be well. Keep an eye on that as time goes on. I don't have time to redo my makeup though, so what's gonna happen is gonna happen. However I look is how I'm gonna look. Going out. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fawn Contour Stick. I'm just going to contour normally. This isn't new, I don't think. It's newer to me, and I've used it a couple times, and it's a little stiff. But it does have a really good color to it. I should use a loose powder that I know I like with this foundation. I'm so nervous, y'all. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I'm going to use my ColourPop F31 brush to blend that out. Bouncy bounce. It looks really harsh on camera. It doesn't, oh, I blinded myself. It doesn't in real life. Promise this doesn't. I pulled that down really far. Oh well. Gotta match them anyway. Promise you though, it does not look that harsh in real life. I have bronzer just in case my face looks a little washed out by the end of the video from the other stuff that we're gonna be using. So I have a black lipstick by the end of this, and that might wash me out a little bit. This BH Cosmetics number 7 brush, small fluffy angled brush. Just going to do a little bit I have left over on the brush, just right there. Okay, I think nose is good and blended out. I'll just go over it a little bit with the bottom of my beauty blender. Because sometimes it is a little hard. Between normal lighting, the camera, and then doing my makeup with the big ring light, sometimes you can feel a little blinded. That's a little better. I have this line right here that just does not pick up makeup for some reason. I see you hair. I don't know why, it just doesn't. Probably shouldn't bring my contour that far down, but you know. I know it looks harsh, but I promise it's not that harsh in real life. Now, question is, do I set the rest of my face with that powder? No, I'm not gonna do it. I might try to get on a different day and do a wear test when I'm not so scared of it. And I'm just home. I'm going to be using the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder in Porcelain, and then the IT Cosmetics It Brushes for Ulta number 108 Airbrush Powder Wand to just set my face. Powder scared me, bruh. And it just didn't seem to jive. It just didn't seem to want to set properly, if I'm being honest with you. Like, it just, I don't know. Maybe it's just new, but it freaked me out the way it felt, because it does feel like literally wet. And then it dried down pretty powdery, TBH. Honestly, I might use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray. Powder's getting hard, Pam. Why can't my camera hold a charge? Why can't my camera's battery hold a charge? Yeah, like, I feel like there's a visible line in between where I used the loose powder and where I used the Refi one. Or, I'm sorry, the loose powder, the loose Refi powder, and then my NYX press powder. Turn the brightness down. Yeah, see? I don't love that. I don't love that, but we're gonna keep going. Cause we gotta. I'm definitely gonna try this again, but like, I might not be able to use another powder with it. I might have to powder my whole face with it, which I don't love setting my whole face with loose powders. Most of the time I prefer setting them, doing my under eyes and other places where I'm known to crease, like my forehead and here, with a loose powder. And then the rest of my face with a pressed powder, but I don't know. Okay, anyway, moving on. This is not super new, but was well talked about. This is the Kylie Jenner Pressed Blush Powder in Winter Kissed. Ooh. It's like a cool toned powder. I don't know why this is everywhere. I promise I haven't used this yet. This is like a cool toned pink, which is right up my alley. So we are just gonna go ahead and put that bad boy on. I think it'll go with the Aurora Struck palette. It's really pretty. Ooh. I like that color a lot. Let me a good cool toned pink blush. And I know I bring my blush like to the apples of my cheeks. I'm not supposed to do it here, but like, oh well. I feel like it emphasizes the apples of my cheeks a little bit more. That was too much on my nose, oh dear. I like how it emphasizes the apples of my cheeks a little bit more. I need to blend out mine. That was a little bit too much on my nose. It doesn't look like a lot on camera, but it looks like a lot in real life. I like that. I mean, it's just like a standard blush. Like, it's nothing like revolutionary, but I do really like that color a lot. Little fairy, little sunburn. All right, and for highlight, I have the new, I'm so excited about this, the new Rare Beauty highlighter in Enlighten. That is what it looks like. I'm very excited. I think it's like a white, cool champagne ivory. And to apply that, to apply my blush, I used the e.l.f. blush brush. And to apply my highlight, I'm going to be using the Morphe M441 brush. Kind of like a large, fluffy eyeshadow brush. Oh, She is definitely pigmented. I'm 100% using that, my ColourPop spray, because my face looks very powdery. Oh dear. That's a beautiful highlight though. I really like how that looks. Ooh, blend it in. So it's not just a stripe, even though that is kind of how I like my highlight, but then this brightness just a touch. Don't you love I'm still can't figure out how I want to do my lighting? I do really like how that looks. I'm gonna put some on my nose with my finger. That's how I like to apply highlight on my nose. I like to still do like a little fairy button nose with beaming highlight that's way too bright. But I don't care, I love highlight. Am I still stuck in 2016? Maybe. But you know, what can I say? This is a nice highlighter. I really, really do like that. I really like the color too. New favorite? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, before I do, I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera because I don't have anything new to try. But first I'm gonna use my Pretty Fresh setting spray from ColourPop to kind of put some life back into my skin. I'm really not sure about that refi powder, guys. Hopefully I can mask a little bit with it with eyeshadow, but we'll see. Can definitely still see some pimples, but that's okay. I think that brought a little bit of life back to my skin. I think it looks okay for now. It's not frustrated with that refi powder. I really don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows and I will be back. Okay, I am back. So for my eyebrows, I used the NYX Fill and Fluff eyebrow pencil in Espresso. And then to set them, I used the NYX The Brow Glue. So real quick, I'm just going to, well, before I prime my eyes, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, by the way, but let me show you. I'm so excited about this. This is the Aurora Struck palette from ColourPop. What the back looks like. And these are the shades. I'm so excited. Cool toned, pinks, purples, blues, a little bit of greens. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to use this.
So excited.
But yeah, I'm just gonna prime my eyes real quick and then use a sponge to blend them out. I have to wash my hands. Getting everything everywhere. So we are blended. And I'm going to use, what brush shall I use? I think I'm gonna use this kind of tapered fluffy brush from Morphe. There's no number on it, but this is what it looks like. Don't know if that focused. But I'm gonna go into Night Sky. Which is this one right here. So gray with a little bit of shimmer in it. Hopefully that shimmer's not too intense, because I'm gonna put this in my crease. There's no mirror. That's okay. Yeah, the shimmer pretty much just like buffs out when you blend it. Wasn't sure if you could even see it. It is pretty light, but that's okay. I'm gonna take that and run that under my lower lash line with the same brush. So far I like it. My eyelid feels very dry though. Give me water. I think I like how that looks. And then with this is a Morphe M222 brush. Clean it off real quick. I'm gonna go into, use that shade. So I'm gonna go into Stormy Much, which is this one right here. I'm gonna put that on my outer corner. Got a like slate blue moment going on. Kind of packing that on and gently blending up at the top. I will go back in with more of Night Sky, that gray, to blend out the edges a little bit. Going back in with Night Sky on the Morphe brush that doesn't have a number on it. I'm gonna blend that just a touch. They do blend really well. Something I've always liked about ColourPop shadows, that their mattes blend really, really well. Don't need a ton of product and you can always build. It just looks good. It just looks good. Now I'm gonna take, I need a smaller brush. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this ColourPop brush. This is the E26 brush. It's like a very small flat brush. And I'm gonna go into Stormy Much, that slate blue, gray blue, and run it under my lower lash line. The only thing is that I wanted to use one of the purple shimmers, and I'm not 100% sure how that's gonna look with this, but We'll see, we'll see. You know, I really don't know if I'm about that refi powder, guys. I don't like that there's a line. But I'm gonna have to try using it all over my face one day and just see. All right, now I'm gonna go into the shade, because I really wanna use it. I'm gonna go into the shade Radio Waves. Jeez. Right. This one, right there. It has like a bluey purple shift. I'm hoping it goes well with the blues that I used. If not, I might use one of the deeper purple shimmers on the outer corners under my lash line to kind of make it blend better. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna need to add a shimmery purple on the corners. Cause that's kind of what I wanted more of. Hello though? It's not packing as much of a punch as I would like it to, but I guess some purples that shimmer like this, that happens quite often. Too far. Oh, dear Lord. Well, gonna make it the same on the other side. Okay. Emma. I'm going to use this flat Morphe brush that also doesn't have a number and try to clean that up a little bit with Radio Waves. I mean, it is really pretty. I just want a little more from it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna use this very little pencil brush from ColourPop. This is the E28 brush. And I'm gonna go into Stargazing, which is this deep purple shimmer right here. See if I can just make that blue. Purple. It's gonna be shimmery eye, but that's okay. You know, we live, we learn, we practice. We do what we can. Yeah, I like that better. I just want more from that purple. I'm gonna run that under my lower lash line too, and then I'm gonna blend it out. But I'm gonna use this duo fiber. I'm gonna use this duo fiber small brush from Morphe. This is the M429. Run it in my little Juno & Co. dry sponge to get some of the excess off. And I'm literally no product, just gonna go in and blend the shimmers. Very carefully. I say with reckless abandon. A little 80s, but you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna have to play with some of the other shimmers because there's another purple shimmer I wanna try because this just isn't giving me as much as I want, but it is really pretty though. We're gonna have like sheer washes of shimmers today. Kind of. I'm okay with that. I like that. Okay, so on my brow bone and in my inner corner, I'm going to use this shade, which is called Head North. Right there. Like a very shimmery white. I'm going to use this pencil brush, which is my favorite for inner corner and brow bone highlight from ColourPop. It's their E10 brush. Run it over my sponge, my dry sponge that definitely needs to be cleaned. And away we go. There's a little bit of just the tiniest bit of a purpley blue shift, just a little bit. Of course, that may just be because of what's going on my eyelid. And then my inner corner. I brought that onto my lid just a touch, and a little bit on my lower lash line just to really brighten it up in there. And now I'm just gonna take that duo fiber brush and blend in between all three shimmers. It's been a while since I used a bunch of shimmers on my eye. I'm kind of here for it. A little glowy. So I do like that palette. I think I want to play with it more, see what other looks I can get from it, because I'm very excited about just all of it. I wish Radio Waves gave me a little bit more, but it's still a really pretty shimmer. I just like to be punched in the face with my shimmers, essentially. So I don't have any new eyeliner to test, so I'm just going to use my favorite, which is the KVD Tattoo Liner. And I'm just gonna do a wing right quick. BRB. I know a lot of y'all don't want to rest your hand on your face when you're doing your eyeliner, and that's fair. It brings up the makeup, but like, how do you steady yourself? Tell me, help. I'm in BRB. Again, I just need something steadier. I need to like put my hand on my desk so I can do my eyeliner. So just hold tight, sit tight. Can someone tell me why someone decided I didn't need to be born with a steady hand and love makeup? I would like to know. I would really like to know. So to set my face before I do lashes, mascara, anything, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray because I've heard really good things about it. That's a mislike. Ooh, that's a nice mist. I put on way too much setting spray. I like the mist. I do like it. In my mirror. I do like that. I feel like it did kind of refresh my face a little bit too. We'll see how well the makeup lasts. So I'm not gonna curl my lashes because I am planning on putting on Glamnetic half magnetic lashes. But I did really want to quick, maybe this will make me not put them on. I want to try the Uoma Drama Bomb Mascara. A little sample I have. Did want to see how this works out. Let's see, oh. It's kind of like a subtle hourglass brush. It's kind of wavy. The bristles kind of go around the wand in like a circular way, like a swirl, I guess. I'm not 100% sure if you understand what I'm saying, but here we go. Problem is the wand is so short. Formula's a little, the formula's a little wet. And it's giving me a lot of separation in my lashes. I think I'm gonna really, really like this after it's dried out just a little bit. Still probably gonna use my half lashes though. Just cause we are going out. The makeup is a little bit dramatic. I don't know. Yes, colored eyeshadow is dramatic, but it doesn't feel dramatic to me. Maybe because in my mind, dramatic makeup is a lot darker. So I am planning to use a black lip, or have a black lip, so you can't see them at all, but there we go. Touch clumpy. Maybe not really, but I do like how it looks. That's just one layer. I do kind of want to see how it's like dried. But right now I'm just gonna do the outer corners of my eyes with the Glamnetic magnetic liner. So I can put on my half lashes. Let that dry a little bit. And while that dries, I'm gonna do my lower lashes with the Uoma mascara. Ooh, I like it on my lower lashes quite a bit. I do. I'm still not used to not looking in the viewfinder. One day that'll change. Hard to do because the cap is so tiny. I'm gonna do another layer of the liner. The Glamnetic liner, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put those lashes on. My thing is that it's so thick. I mean, I don't know if this is empty, but like the actual formula of the eyeliner is really thick. So I think I'm gonna use Princess, which is this middle row. I think I'm gonna use those today. I really can't wait for them to one day perfect the eyeliner formula, because I feel like that's just gonna up everyone's game. For lashes and liner. I'm gonna make it a little darker. The lash band is like darker than my eyeliner. So I'm struggling with like blending it in. There we go. There we go. Okay, I like that. Now for the other eye. One thing I like about magnetic lashes is that they're a lot easier to move. Like, if you feel like they need to be adjusted, you can move them. Whereas like glue strip lashes, you can't do that. Okay, just gonna use the Black Moon Cosmetics Sleepwalker Liquid Lip, the black one. I think it'll look really cool with the eye makeup. See if I can do this. So that application is not perfect, but I do gotta go. I can fix it in the car, but I like how it looks with the purple. And this is yeah, I gotta fix it in the car, but I do have to go, but this is the finished look. So far, I like the foundation, the powder not so much. Eyeshadow I do want to play with a little bit more. The mascara is okay. I think I want it to dry down a little bit. And the lipstick is really nice because this is a new liquid lipstick. To me, I think it's been around for a minute, but I do like the formula of it. A little hard to apply. It's a little hard to apply, but it is a black, so it's kind of to be expected, but I have to go. Thank you guys. Oh dear. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. All right, bye.